For centuries, one artifact has puzzled scientists, historians, and believers alike: the Shroud of Turin. It is a linen cloth bearing the image of a crucified man, marked with wounds that match the gospel accounts of Jesus' death with astonishing detail. Today, we're going to examine why the Shroud of Turin is possibly Jesus, and why modern science has struggled to explain it. The Shroud of Turin is a 14-foot-long linen cloth that shows the front and back image of a man who was brutally beaten, scourged, and crucified. The image is faint, sepia-toned, and not visible in detail to the naked eye, but when photographed, it reveals stunning clarity. The wounds on the shroud match the gospel descriptions of Jesus' death with remarkable precision. These include scourge marks consistent with Roman flogging, nail wounds through the wrists, not the palms, and a large spear wound in the side. Crucifixion victims were nailed through the wrists because palms cannot support body weight. This anatomical fact was unknown to medieval artists, who consistently depicted nails through the palms. Scientific testing confirms the blood on the shroud is real human blood, type AB. Importantly, the bloodstains formed before the image appeared. The shroud does not show a neat circlet of thorns, as commonly depicted in art. Instead, it shows dozens of puncture wounds all around the scalp, suggesting a cap of thorns. The image is not painted, not dyed, not burned, not drawn. It exists only on the topmost fibers of the cloth, less than a human hair thick. No known artistic technique, ancient or modern, can reproduce this effect. In 1898, photographer Secondo Pia made a discovery that shocked the world. The shroud appeared as a perfect photographic negative. Even more astonishing, the image contains 3D information, meaning image brightness corresponds to body distance from the cloth. Another ancient cloth, the Sidarium of Oviedo, believed to be the face cloth of Jesus, shows bloodstains that match the shroud's blood patterns. Pollen grains found on the shroud come from plants native to Jerusalem and the Middle Sea, supporting an origin consistent with the biblical setting. In 1988, carbon dating tests dated the shroud to the Middle Ages. However, later analysis revealed the sample likely came from a medieval repair patch, not the original cloth. One final question remains: how was the image formed? The image appears to have been produced by a sudden release of energy from within the body. Some researchers proposed light, radiation, or energy emission, ideas that align intriguingly with the Christian claim of the resurrection. The Shroud of Turin does not force belief, but it powerfully supports the gospel accounts. It depicts a man who suffered exactly as Jesus did, died by crucifixion, and left behind an image science cannot fully explain. For many, the shroud stands as silent testimony to the crucified and risen Christ. He is not here, for he is risen. Matthew 28 verse 6.